the longest game of hide and seek. The children discovered the forest the way most children discover important things, by accident. It sat behind the old houses at the edge of town, where the ground dipped and the light turned soft. The trees there were strange, their bark rippling with tight lines like flowing water, and long ropes of vines drooped from their branches, like curtains waiting to be parted, perfect for hide and seek. There were 5 of them that first day, shoes kicked off, laughter bouncing between the trunks.
You're it!
Someone shouted. Milo covered his eyes against the bark of the biggest tree.
1, 2, 3.
The others scattered. Lena slipped behind a thick trunk wrapped in vines. Jonah crawled between 2 roots that twisted together like fingers. Tess climbed up a low branch and tucked herself into the hanging leaves. Arlo simply ran deeper.
9, 10, ready or not?
Milo turned. The forest was quiet now. Too quiet. The vines swayed slightly, even though the wind had stopped. The bark lines seemed to move if you stared too long, like slow rivers trapped inside the wood. But the game had begun. He searched for hours, or maybe minutes. Time felt strange in that forest, but children don't notice things like that, not while they're laughing. He found Lena first. She jumped out shouting,
Boo!
And they both screamed and laughed. Then Jonah, then Tess, but Arlo never came back. They called for him until the sun sank. The vines whispered against the trunks. The forest swallowed their voices like it was politely ignoring them. Eventually they went home. The next day they returned, because Arlo might still be hiding. Children take games very seriously. They searched again, and again the next day, and the next. And slowly something strange happened. They began to grow, not suddenly, not in a way they noticed. But while searching the forest, their voices deepened, their legs lengthened, their shoes became tight. They still played hide and seek, except now they carried flashlights, then backpacks, then car keys. Years passed outside the forest. Inside, the game never ended. Sometimes they would find each other after what felt like hours. Except when they stepped back onto the road, entire seasons had passed. But Arlo was still missing, and so the game continued.
Ready or not?
Someone would whisper, half joking now. The trees grew taller, the vines grew thicker, the bark rippled endlessly, like frozen waves of time. The children became teenagers, then adults. They stopped laughing as much, but none of them could quite leave the forest without trying one more search. Because Arlo had been the best hider, and everyone knew the rules. You don't stop until everyone is found. One afternoon, many years later, Milo pushed through the deepest part of the forest, where the vines crossed like tangled ropes between the trees. And there, standing calmly beside a massive trunk, was Arlo, still small, still barefoot, still smiling.
Found you.
Milo whispered. Arlo tilted his head.
You took a long time.
Milo stared down at his own hands. Wrinkled, older, he looked back at Arlo.
How long were you hiding?
Arlo shrugged.
I just waited.
Behind them, the forest creaked softly, the vines shifting like slow clock hands. And from somewhere deeper in the trees, a familiar voice echoed through the trunks.
Ready or not?
Another child had started counting, because the forest never runs out of players. And if you enjoy strange forests, time loops, and suspiciously patient children, come back again every Tuesday and Thursday. Just remember, if someone tags you and yells, "You're it," You might be counting for a very, very long time.